understand about some of the troubleshooting related steps. So what are the troubleshooting related steps? We'll try to understand here. So generally, different types of issues will get it, like OS crash or booting issue, or might be, forget the local ID, local user ID and password, and might be performance issues will get it. And sometimes VM failed state it will show here like error message sometimes, and like that different issues will get it generally. So generally that issues you need to identify for troubleshooting. In case you don't have any idea, go to the diagnostic and solve the problem. These are one of the best, for understanding some of the steps, at least from our end. So like it's a very helpful not only for this virtual machine, any services like virtual network storage, any services. If you go to here under the resource level, there is a diagnostic and problems is available. If you click on, there are different variety of issues it will show you. So which relevant issue so belongs to you, and accordingly you can select it. Accordingly you can get the some articles on that. Suppose VM is not booting up, so if you click on troubleshooting, and here again under that so many options they are giving. It's a my OS is not booting, or my OS is a it's is on reboot loop, or I applied the updates on my VM will not boot, receive a failure message while starting my VM, my problem is not listed above. So which one? It's a you need to select it. Suppose a reboot loop, one of the example. So you can wait some time. Here you can see some of the steps Microsoft is providing. So if you follow these steps, it's a easy to troubleshoot it. Okay, exactly. You need to follow the steps. So what they are saying, verify the VM is running, and if your VM fails to start, and recently will updates in the things, how to start up the stuck Windows updates, and like that they given the some articles here. So if you try to do it, these articles, and it's a definitely it's a very helpful. So still it's not resolve the things. We can raise the case with the Microsoft. Okay, but before raising the Microsoft, better is we have to validate it from this place, so that it's a easy to troubleshoot it from our end. So even we can learn so many things from this place. That's the reason I mentioned this point. So other than that, so what are the option Microsoft given? Let's look into that. That options here. So if you scroll down, if we are scroll down here, resource health means Microsoft, and if it is any issue from this place we can see from Microsoft, and there is no issue, availability it's showing properly. In case of Microsoft and only, that issue means nothing for perform for our end, nothing to perform our end. So even health history also they will show you here, and it's when it's a happen something like 23rd January 2023, something Azure monitoring received the following regarding the virtual machine and hardware resource allocated, customer initiated, and stopping the deallocated, customer initiated, or something Microsoft initiated, something Microsoft, and they will mention. Okay, so that we can understand the things. Okay, and coming to boot diagnostic. So boot diagnostics, it's not configure for this virtual machine. That means, so what is the state right now? Right now we are not taking the RDB, or we can't take the in the VMware or Hyper-V. Generally go to the VMware vCenter and take a right open console. If it is a Hyper-V also, in the Hyper-V manager or cluster, from that we can take the console. But here in Azure platform there is no open console concept. How to see it? What is the status in case of we are getting the issue? How to resolve the issue? How we can do it means, it's a boot diagnostic. If it is already enabled, it will show you some screenshot here. What is the status of right now? Like that screenshot it will show to us. Suppose I'm going to settings, how to configure, and here enable with the managed storage account recommended, or if you go with the enable custom storage account also, we have to specify the our custom storage account. Right now I'm specify the enable with managed storage account recommended wise, and save it. Okay, once you saved it, generally real time we use it when deploying only will enable this one. But I want to show you, if it in case not enable, how to enable. That is a one here I'm showing. Generally real time when deploying the time only will enable, guys. but after deploying also it's a possible to enable. So that is a under settings, and we have to enable that one. So just now we enable, it will take little bit time to update the status here. Even that is a update, once is a updated properly, it will give the screenshot also. Now you can see it's a trying to getting the screenshot and serial console. So let's wait for few minutes, because of it's a needs to be collect the logs and everything, and due to that it will take some time. Due to that it will take some time. So let's come back again here. Okay, and performance diagnostic, this is a one. Generally if it is a VM getting the performance issue, generally what we will do, like in the login the VM and go to the task manager, we'll check it. What is the right now CPU memory utilization, CPU utilization, how many services is running, and how much network utilization, disk IOPS, and how much utilization, everything will look into that. And otherwise we'll go to the perform mon. For mon, it's a collecting the performance lost, like anything continuously perform the monitoring. That is also generally will do it in on premises. Other than that, Microsoft given directly here install performance diagnostics, very easy. Instead of like going the login and doing the our side, it's a manually. Microsoft given the very good here, that performance diagnostic report, it's automatically collect the logs and automatically perform diagnostics. It will provide to us. Let's see, click on install the performance diagnostics. And what type of performance analysis we required? Quick performance analysis or performance analysis, advanced performance analysis. If it is Azure files, Azure files you are using, Azure file share, so that analysis you what exactly you require. So right now I required the quick performance analysis, that's enough. If you already raise a case with the Microsoft, you can specify it and acknowledge it. So this logs also, it will automatically, Microsoft will look into that. Automatically they will look into that. It's not required for me. Right now I am not raised anything, and just as a provide the quick performance analysis. Any symptoms from your end, you observe any symptoms, you can specify the here also. Okay, so right now nothing, and quick performance analysis, click OK. So what will happen? It's going to run the performance diagnostics. Accordingly, it will try to collect the things and it will give the report. It will give the exact report, like it's a CPU issue or memory issue, or it's a disk related issues, or it's a kind of no something, any OS related issue or application issue. Everything it will give the report, guys. Okay, exactly that report it will provide to us. So accordingly we can try to troubleshoot it or fix that issues, and we can minimize the performance. Okay, that is a one more thing here, performance diagnostic. And coming to uh, VM inspector, I'm not sure this is a one. It's a preview state, that means it's a recently they introduced. So what is this one? Make sure choose the storage account that is the same region VM to best practice. Okay, troubleshoot OS and disk related issues. Okay, on this virtual machine, start to configure diagnostic storage account below the diagnostic. Okay, something it's a OS and disk related issues, anything. Yes, we can run this one, and but it's a collecting the logs. We need to specify the some storage account, so that it will run the inspect the totally our disk, as well as all the disk as well as OS. It will going to inspect the thing and it will provide the in like output for that. This is a preview right now. Okay, preview, it's might be work properly or not, we don't know. So but still it's a preview state. So recently they are introducing this feature. Recently they are introducing this feature, guys. But it's a later on, it's a very helpful, definitely this all the tools. Instead of every time log in the servers, and we can try to troubleshoot it from this place, very simple way. So no need to worry about very technically on the OS level. Very technically on the OS level, it's not required. That way they are trying to doing here. So think about that. In the future, OS administration only Windows administrator, or only it's a Linux administrator. So that means they won't work much on that. Yes, normally if it is as a administrator, Windows server administrator, you need to log in the server and logs verified and try to troubleshoot it. So many things we need to do it. But nowadays it's easing, like the vendors, they are providing the so many different things, and easy our job, easy our jobs. Okay, so that is a one. and reset the password. This is a one. Generally, it's a local admin credentials. When deploying the virtual machine, will provide the some user ID and password. That in case of okay, why it's required? Somebody say it. Okay, suppose local admin credentials. I'm trying to log in here, but I forget the like already I domain join. Already it's in production. It's running. Suddenly something uh, domain credentials. It's not accepting. Domain credentials. It's not accepting. So how to troubleshoot it? Might be it's a trust is a broken. Might be like this server to domain controller trust is a broken. How to troubleshoot it? In this scenario, we must and should log in with the local admin credentials and try to troubleshoot it. Try to troubleshoot. That means domain did join and again join, so it will work. But this simple way you want to perform it, first of all, we require the local admin credentials. So how to get it? Already we forget it. Which local admin credentials we are using, I don't know. But Microsoft saying that here you can reset the password. If you already know the username, yes, we can reset the password. Otherwise, if you don't know that username also, you can create a local admin credentials from this place. Any one of the thing we can able to do it. So that is a first option, reset password. What about second option? Reset configuration. That means RDB like RDB means remote desktop service configuration. It's going to reset. Remote desktop service configuration, it's going to reset. So that is a second option. So here, suppose I forget my password, I can provide my username and provide the password. New password I can provide it. So here I can provide it, that new password. One more time, same password I should provide it, and after that click on update. So that's it. Automatically after that you can able to log in with the, if you provide the new username also, same user ID and new password, and you can able to log in, or new username and new password, using that also we can able to log in, guys. We can able to log in. So this is a one of the troubleshooting wise we can use it. Okay, and coming to redeploy and reapply, when we'll use it? Microsoft clearly saying that cannot connect to the cannot connect to the your virtual machine. At that time you perform so many troubleshooting steps and everything, still you are getting the cannot connect to the your virtual machine, you are getting the error. So at that time you can try to redeploy. You can try to redeploy. So what happened in this scenario? Redeploy means redeploying your virtual machine, which will migrate into the new Azure host. It will migrate to the new Azure host. If it is if you continue, the virtual machine will be restarted and you will lose any data on temporary drive. Not it's a D drive or C drive or any other drive, only temporary drive. By default, if you are getting the temporary drive for this virtual machine, on that temporary drive, what data is available, that one you will lose it. While redeploying is in progress, that virtual machine is a virtual machine will be unavailable. During that we can't able to, already we can't able to access, but still we are trying to troubleshooting purpose, we are going to use it redeploy. So that is a one of the scenario, guys. And another scenario, virtual machine is in failed state. Might be it's showing failed state. In this scenario, it's a reapplying, it's a redeploying, it's a different reapplying your virtual machine state. Your this operation will rerun VM provisioning, will we rerun the VM provisioning and help to solve the VM failed state, help to solve the VM failed state. In case of when VM provisioning failed while executing a previous VM action. Okay, at that time also reapply we can use it. So in case of already running the virtual machine, you are getting the failed state, if you use it reapply, yes, it's going to happen like this. You redeploy means it's a migrating to another Azure host and trying to redeploying the virtual machine. So
Okay.
that's about, this is the one. Yeah,
In the
tell me.
reapply, if we get the failure after when we click on reapply again, the virtual machine will become up, or still we'll get the failure.
Again you need to reapply. Mostly 99% it won't happen, but in
Uh,
case of anything wrong with that, again you need to perform reapply. Okay, due to that it won't happen. Your disk and everything it's available, but still you are
uh,
facing the problem, that's it.
so there is no loss of data in this.
Yeah, yeah.
On the redeploy also, if we do that, only it will move to VM will move to another host, and it will become up. So the whatever the configuration files which we have installed on
Everything
the
is the same. Everything same. There is
same.
no changes on that. They clearly
Mm,
mentioned there is no data loss. Only temporary drive if you have that one only you are going to lose it. That's it.
okay.
Okay. Any more questions?
Okay. Right.
Okay. So that is a one. And reset password we understand. Okay. Go to the diagnostics. Go back here again. Let's see what is the state right now this virtual machine. You can see here. Right now what is the status of this virtual machine, like this way, in case of booting issue, in case of anything related, and we can see clearly here picture. Okay, only this is a picture. So if you want latest one, again refresh it, again it will try to refresh and get the new screenshot that virtual machine. You can see it's updated the time also 308, previously 307 only, but here 308. So that updated image will get it here. And serial console means generally it's something issue occurred virtual machine in on-premises VMware or Hyper-V. Open console will take it. So you will get the like troubleshooting wise, you will open the command prompt and try to troubleshoot it. Yes, generally in case of booting issues. So same like here also, we can get the command prompt through serial console. So here serial console, if you click on here, and even you can go to here also serial logs. That is a that is a serial log. It's only logs we can see it. What is a happen and really booting issue, something like that. We can see the what is the logs and everything. We can see it. But here we can collect that logs here. But serial console, we are entering into the command prompt. We are going to entering into the command prompt. From this command prompt, we can try to run the commands accordingly. We can try to troubleshoot it. Even Microsoft given the articles for that, and even you can see here they are given the https aks.ms serial console window. So that one if you click on also we can get it. So that article also I will share with you. So you can see incognito window or something I can open, that is not a problem. And Azure uh, VM serial console commands, if you mention, and Azure Serial Console for Windows and Linux also. Same like Linux also is available. So above you can see Serial Console for Linux. Okay, Serial Console for Grub and single user mode. Serial Console for NI, NMI sys request, and Serial Console for Grub proactive configuration, enabling disabling Serial Console, and power option for with the serial console Windows. So like it's a so many things are guys. Okay, if it is a Windows, so commands and PowerShell commands you want, you can see Windows commands and CMD and PowerShell, and it's how to modify it, view and edit the Azure registry setting using the command prompt. How to do it? Enable the RDB, verify the RDB is working, it's enable or not. If it is any registry key problem, and service state, service logon account, set the service account log on, set the service type, set the service dependencies, start services, stop services, and show the network properties components. Sometimes the network is a issue due to that, and show IPsec configuration, enable the NIC, enable NIC to use the DSCP, ping, port ping, and so many different things are there. You can see here that commands. So but how to enter into the serial console, the actually command prompt. So that one also they given here, you can see observe, and below you can see actually right now our status like this. It's actually this is a status our console. Let me show you here. So right now SAC. So how to enter into this to actual command prompt. So actual command prompt you want to enter into, what they're saying that first you need to enter the CMD. Okay, after that you need to provide the ch space hyphen si space 1 or 2 or 3. You can provide it, that's not a problem. 1 and press the escape tab or keys the so and so like that. I will show you directly. I know the things. So CMD I'm providing, enter, and after that ch space si hyphen space 1 I provided, and here again enter I given. So it's asking the user ID and password. So I'm going to provide the my admin credentials. I don't have domain join, just enter, and I need to provide my password here and enter after that. So it's attempting to authenticate it. Authentication happened. Now you can see now actually I'm in the OS serial console, OS command prompt. So you want to enter it as a PowerShell mode. So you need to provide the PowerShell. Just provide the PowerShell and enter. So automatically it will go to the command prompt mode to the PowerShell mode. It will go. So right now it's in PowerShell mode. You can see PS means PowerShell mode. So if you provide the get iPhone service example, just I given the thing and tab it. So automatically that command it will fulfill what I'm expecting. So and after that we can run and we'll get the output here. You can see. So it's showing the output here. So this way we can try to troubleshoot it. Understood? Any questions?
No questions.
So this is a way serial console we can use it, and boot diagnostic we can able to see the screenshot as well as that logs also we can collecting purpose serial log is available from this place. We can you can see here now that logs we can collect it like this way. Okay, we can collect the logs. This is a way. And performance diagnostic, it's a I hope it's a should be. Yes, completed. You can see here a report also is ready and 3.4.35 version and a high impact nothing, low medium impact nothing, low impact yes one it's a point is there. So you if you want download it, you can select it and a report you can delete it or uninstall this performance diagnostic. Again, you want run it, you can run it. But here if you click on this one and it will give the report here. You can download the report also here. You can see download the report also, and you can see all the insights wise low impact one, that is a knowledge based analysis. Some speculation control settings are enabled, and depending on the workload there may be noticeable performance impact. Assess the performance impact. There's a generally no issues, no need to consider that one. So .NET related, SQL related, operating system, network related, storage related, memory, CPU, all the insight wise you can observe here. This is a way also we can get the performance issue. Performance analysis we can able to do it. So this report you want deleted, we can delete it also. Understood? Any questions from this place?
No. Okay.
So hopefully everything is clear. And connection troubleshoot means in case of it's really communicating that particular port number from your right now I'm logging my desktop from my desktop IP address, public IP address to this virtual machine is communicating with this port number or not, or something any either IP address. You can any IP address means you like this, and specific custom IP address and other IP address or CIDR we need to mention that specific IP address we need to specify it, and which service that is a one, and that particular port number and protocol you can select it, and test connection that is a inbound or outbound also test connection we can troubleshoot it. For further troubleshooting something, some people will say this port number not communicating. So what exactly? Something you already check it, everything it's a fine, but already service is running and everything is a fine, still is a blocking. Where exactly blocking? We'll try to understanding wise in Azure platform. Yes, we can use it connection troubleshoot. Okay, this is a one more point here we need to understand. And support troubleshooting means it's a you are going to raise the case with the Microsoft at that time, that each and every resource level they are providing the support and troubleshooting. From this place we can raise the ticket with the Microsoft. We can raise the ticket with the Microsoft. So that is about. And export the template when deploying the virtual machine. What are the options we selected? That template we can download it from this place, export the template. And task preview something, it's a different task, any add the task, schedule task, get the notified changes and take the automation. Yes, we can add the task, multiple task through automation account, and we can specify it. So right now nothing. And workbooks means it's a kind of uh, you know generally we'll use the workbook for collecting the logs and or performance or something like that. Those things we are writing in the PowerShell or shell scripting or whatever it may be, those called it's a workbook. Even KUL queries if you write it, and all those things is a coming under workbooks. Connection monitor, it's a kind of legacy one. Nowadays we are not using. You can see starting 1 July 2021, you will not be able to add the connection monitor. Connection monitor is a classic and don't use it like they are saying that this is a one. And logs means log analytics workspace integrated. So in the monitoring session, we'll understand it and how to integrate with the log analytics workspace, how to monitor the this virtual machines, everything. At that time, we can see individual virtual machine. Is this virtual machine which log analytics workspace integrated from this place? You want to collect the any logs? Yes, we can able to QUL query, write it and get the things. And diagnostic settings, like when deploying the virtual machine, and I mentioned it's we need to integrate with the one storage account. If you integrate the storage account, so it will collect the CPU utilization, disk and network usage and other things, that all the diagnostics collected and maintained in the this storage account. It will maintain in the storage account. Right now I'm not enable. Even deploying time also we can enable, later on also we can enable. So it will collect the performance counters, logs, crash dumps and syncs and agent, all the things it will try to collect it. Okay. And metrics, from this place all type of CPU and metrics we can see it here, chart wise. CPU credits remaining, how much CPUs are remaining, and something it's a your CPU credits consume, how much it's a right now it's a consuming, and each and every so many different metrics is available. We can select it accordingly. We can able to see the that metrics here, live metrics we can see it here. And alerts, when deploying the virtual machine, already mentioned, we can create a alerts and automatically generate the notifications. So that is enable the alerts rules or create a rules here. Okay. And insights, this insights is a kind of application monitoring. In case of in your server, it's a some application is a running, that application monitoring we can use a application insight monitoring. So that needs to be installed. So if you want to enable, and it's a going to map the delete data set collected Azure Monitor VM instead of infrastructure data, instead of intended to infrastructure data that about to deploy so and so, like that they mention. So generally it's in case of application is a running at that time, it's a collecting the that one. So inside the monitoring about this is a one. Sorry. Okay, this is not application insight, my mistake. This is the virtual machine get the host CPU. Okay, disk and up and down of the VM out of box, enabling the additional monitoring capabilities. It's a will get it. This insights is a little bit different. Okay, sorry, my mistake. This is a entirely also we can enable it, and it's going to collect the log analytics workspace and integrate with that and collecting the this all information. Okay. And coming to run commands, already I mentioned. So PowerShell commands by default they given. Instead of we want to run it our own PowerShell commands or PowerShell script, you can copy and paste it your script and click on run. Automatically it will run it. That way also we can see it here. So if it is a Azure policy, it's apply any applicable for this virtual machine, and click on policies. We can see here only what are the policy is applicable for this virtual machine, and that policy compliance we can see it here. And yeah, we already discussed everything. So hopefully it's a clear to you. Any questions, any doubts, let me know.
I don't agree.
Okay. So these are the options after deploying the virtual machine. Before deploying the virtual machine, when deploying the virtual machine, what are the options? After deploying the virtual machine, what are the options we discuss here? So now we need to discuss about three more points. What are the things majorly? Availability set, availability zone, and virtual machine skill set. These are the three topics. Other than that, we need to discuss about snapshot, image, custom image, how to create it, and these 2 points we need to discuss. Two more things, as well as Bastion service. That is a third topic. So these are the majorly, mostly this week, next 2 3 days, it's going to complete the totally virtual machine module. Okay, if I miss anything, I will cover it that part also. Okay, so that's about totally. So any more questions, any doubts from anyone, let me know.
No, Kiran, I don't.
Okay, great. So just a minute, let me delete it. Okay, chalo, bye.